Hey there, Leo. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, give it that big thumbs up, like and share. Share with your friends and your family. Help us get this message of joy to the world out there. Smooth out some of those rough places and help us rise up into our strengths and our bold, bright, beautiful confidence to make our world a better place for you and for us all. Isn't that fantastic? Now, for those of you who've given donations into the channel, 3 new decks have already showed up. Well, the original 4 and then 3 more since, because as it all comes together, each donation goes into the pot to meld together to bring in new resources for us here. So I'm excited to take a look at some of them with you here today and see what's going on. So there's a something going on. I don't even know how else to call it. I began to shuffle the cards and it went and I was like, ooh, no storm warning for Leo. No. Okay, so tell me what's really going on. And so I keep shuffling and then out comes this, the Temple Path. And so you were letting me know the difference between the two is you. You have the power to decide, and yes, it's not this, it's this. This is not you're on the road to it yet. This is all in your mind. It's the power to decide. And that thing, they're letting us know, which is wild, okay? Because this gently card is coming in sideways, and it's about this energy coming down against, again, like that indecision about your mind, just pure mindset, that things aren't even in form yet, that you have the power to change things right now. Okay, and to get on board with what you truly want, how you want to feel. So that gently, I'm thinking, oh, okay, so take it easy, take it whatever. They were like, rip, zip, no, They said fast, quick, and I was like, fast and gentle? How do we do that? And they gave me the mindset of like a splinter. You want to be able to pull it out quickly. Like a Band-Aid, you could just take a good breath and you take it off. In that case, fast is gentle. So rather than getting bogged down, slowing down, which causes you to start to sink, to just understand that if something begins to appear as a storm right now, that's an illusion. So not just that it's not there, it's not happening. This is about your mind, that you can turn mountains into molehills into mountains, that it's a needling of the mind. It's this needling energy. And I'm seeing that coming out through many of the reads. There's some funky stuff going on in the air. But Mars had warned me in that planetary reading the other day on the Magic Monday, is that the most difficult time of this Mars energy is between now and the actual retrograde on September 9th. That once we hit the retrograde and we've set our mind, we've made our decision, then we have the power to look like this, okay? When you set your mind to it, it will show you what you've decided. So you can be this, or you can be this, all right? And the power is yours to choose. Now, here, today. Okay, I think I'm liking this. Not that I wouldn't like it, but just the energy going on around my gut and in this world and around my kidneys, it is a bit much. So let's take a peek at, okay, we're going to go up above first. So over the storm warning, it is about finding your equilibrium. These are considered like the most divine omen that you could find, an omen for love, an omen for trust, an omen for acceptance, and not like surrender type acceptance, but like that thing that feels right to you. It feels right. It doesn't just look right, and it's not like this false feeling, right? Like this chemistry chaos going on of things that can like numb your mind and cause you to work against yourself. No, it's a real divine dance, a real courtship, a communion of sorts going on here. So that helps stave off this drought, this disappointment, because when this storm comes in, this type of storm comes in to devastate, to clean up, to suck up and to get rid of what doesn't belong there. And this is what gets left behind. Okay, because during that surge first of the waters, it gets things totally displaced and out of place, and that can cause a great amount of loss, because as those waters, remember that chemistry, that overriding effect, as it begins to recede, then you're left with all this loss. And then you begin to recognize that your focus was elsewhere, and it was drawing you away from your abundance that you already had, okay, that you already have. They're pointing at the bridge back there. bridge the gap. The key's in between. The key with Mars is in between. With that equilibrium, that balance. They're saying the divine time. Part of what Mars will afford us during this season of the 6 months of retrograde, sorry, my little hair, my curly hair is tickling me, will give us time to reconsider, not to go back on ourselves, but to just have like a freeze frame of time. Like those scenes in a movie where it freeze frames and the main actor, the one of focus at that time, is getting to navigate and to move about freely as other things are stalled. Okay, as they're frozen in time, to get a good 360 look, to be able to reconsider in that way, to be able to move through on all levels and allow it to percolate and stimulate your mind, and also like seep and become like tea bags in the water, steep. Okay, to steep into your mind and to meld with you until you begin to get that taste for it of how to operate in this. All right, so that you don't end up in this shape anymore. It's very interesting because Cancer was talking about the drought to the flood, the famine to the feast, the peak to the depression, the peak to the depression. I mean, that's contractions. That's when the baby's coming forth. But you don't want to stay in delivery forever. You don't want to just keep being delivered and going through the deliverance. I mean, like the fool is coming up. It's like once you out, you want to be out. You want to grow and to develop into this new form, into this new life that has been afforded you. This power of your decision and trusting yourself and standing with yourself and being affirmed in the decisions that you've made. Well, here over the temple path, which is 12, to me, that is the divine number, is the number of perfection. We have this amazing Father of Water who's looking at you with a knowing assurance. Whoa. You want to talk about some spiritual power. Oh my. Your words matter, Leo. Your words matter. Hear your words matter. Not even just the ones that come out of your mouth, but the ones that you meditate on in your heart. As you think in your heart, so it is. It's seen plain as day on your face. It can't be hidden. All right? So be loyal. Be loyal. Be true. You want to talk about divine union. Be that with yourself. That loyalty, that truth. He won't stop. He's like, I am focusing, honing in on you because I can tell you a billion things. But if you don't get loyalty and you don't get truth, being true to your words, loyalty means being devoted to what is, right? To whatever you've committed to. Well, if you have these murmurings or these fears or these worries going on in your heart, you will see them play out. It shows on your face, your radiance, your eminence. It's on. Wow, that was strange. My whole screen just went blank. Boom, like that. Okay, so we're back. Imagine doing shadow puppets, that wherever there's this thing blocking the light or hindering between the light and the wall, it produces an image, okay? So this is what is showing up on your face, and as your radiance emanates out, those shadow puppets, they're like secret signals out to the universe. This is what I want, this is what I want. So even though you think you're restraining them or you're hiding them or you're keeping them down or there's secret wonderings or mullings about the mind, very two of Pentacle that you have going on there, very two of Swords, both going on, and it's going all together, and it's just like chopping things up in bits. It's causing more damage than you know, and it's causing damage to beauty, and not that his beauty is more than any means. The beauty is what's on top of his head, okay? It's that crown, and that crown is your loyalty. It should be being able to be relaxed and enjoying and steadfast in your energy because you're true to your own heart above all else. Interesting. What do you want me to get? I see him. Okay, we're going to get one of these. We're going to get one of these to find out the message of your high heart. The thing to be true to. Yourself before you were ever worried or afraid. Yourself before you ever became like, they're using the word fragile, and not that you were fragile before your feelings became all fragile. Because they've been hurt, and if they've been hurt repeatedly in a particular area in a certain way, that imprint is still there, and it's like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, that kind of a thing. It's a repetition going on in a den, in a low-lying noise, but it's sending out these projections, and it is marring what you are calling out to the universe for, what you are talking to God for. Like, you might be thinking clearly in your mind one thing, but your heart's betraying you, because your heart's telling the condition that it's still in. So it's not that it's bad or it's wrong. It's about being able to deal with it and be like, wow, if it's something you can't understand, go, wow, I'm glad that I can't understand that, because that's not how I would ever hurt somebody else. So be at peace, my heart. Be at peace knowing that that's not something that we have to deal with. And then as you're able, move on from it. Maybe it's processing artistically. Y'all, this energy's been so weird. I don't even want to post these messages, but I am going to, because I love you. And this is the energy that's going on around us. So apparently is something that you're experiencing, and we're giving you this peek, this insight to move through it. Yeah. The heart, the butterfly, the transformation. Okay? And what we say here at Joy of the World is what? Butterflies don't have backpacks. No baggage. No yesterdays. No yesterdays, friend. They're asking you what he is not even asking. He's like, what I know. Here is what I know. Is be loyal to today. You want your radiance, your Leoness, your sun to fully shine? Move the clouds away. Be loyal to today. Trust in today. Because we don't see the whole big picture. Not till, y'all, these hairs are tickling me. Not till some time has passed. But that's that thing, to rob yourself of joy today because of what you fear might happen. All these mights, maybes, ifs, and, that energy going on around. It clouds the experience of the moment. I could say it taints it, but it alters it. It diminishes it. And you're like, that's not what I want. I'm like, that's honey. A lot of very youthful energy. So we're going to keep this up here with that beautiful Father of Water. Thank you, Father of Water, for sharing that with us. But that transformation of your heart, that permission to make that swift change. That swift change of when you feel it drifting and seeping off, thinking, well, I remember, or even just you begin to feel that impression or that remembrance, and it puts you into that state with your body, just go, nope. Because that's the thing about magic, right? In the blink of an eye, something impossible happens. But really, that possibility, that impossibility that occurs before our eyes with the magic is something that magician has practiced over and over and over again till it's imperceptible. And that's that gentle but swift change they want to make is totally imperceptible. Like something comes your way that's untasteful, that's not savory, you just, okay. What do you do about, I don't know. We don't always know. When you don't know, you can't know until you know. And so that's what we have the power over, is to be able to release the moment to receive the next moment. Release the moment to receive the next moment. And to continue to take life in one step at a time, moving forward. Moving forward in conjunction with your boom, 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 your temple path. And then the orbs of wisdom, those orbs of truth and delight can come in to begin to soften and green up. Remember, there was this disappointment over here that things were left out in the cold, left for dead, that type of thing. Well, this is a greening, a return of life. This has to do with the divine magic of the red and the white becoming the green, but there's also the gold of turning the black and white into the gold, okay? To where you know how to use what you're made of, to use it to your benefit, to live in peak state. And we could say peak state is this way or that way. No, peak state is you being in your you-ness, your hallmark, the way your favorite ways to feel about life. Imagine if you have that at all times, and the things that diminish it or detain it or distract it or pull away from it or damage it are done away with. You're like, I don't have to have those in my wheelhouse. Why are you going to buy condiments for your kitchen that you don't use? They're just taking up space, right? Kick it out. Evict that shit. All right, friend. So now with that, when you evict the shit, guess what you got room for? Look at these happy, healthy relationships here. You talk about sea otter. You talk about personal satisfaction as well as communal. I would say satisfaction, but they're saying communal communication as some redundancy there. But it's having that that mirror effect of like and like coming together, this resonance going on. But they're playful and they're well fed. They're masters of their environment. They get sleepy heads today. It's like they just woke up. They're like, huh? What? It's just very, almost like we're going from here when you began to get baggage, like around 12 to 14, to where now you're here more like 5, 6, 7. You're like, what? And mom is like, it's time to get up. And you're like, huh? Okay. And so they're taking you and like birthing you into this whole new life, this obtaining of your whole self, of your whole spectrum. And that takes us into this power of your decision, your power and authority of who you are in this lifetime, and knowing yourself well and appreciating all the facets of who you are. And that awakens this ace of air. Talk about depth perception. Talk about third eye. More than that, it's like the divine trinity. And it activates all your channels and gates and produces, like, you know, when spaceships will land, they'll have it come down and then the feet come out to help stabilize it, because it's very aerodynamic in order to what? Travel, although gently. This is a swiftly card, right? To travel swiftly. Then when you land, it has to make that stabilization. Being that this is the ace of air, this is like your spaceship, like, and then it lands. Okay, and then you're able to have that stability in whatever environment this movement takes you to, wherever your mind takes you. But you are going to be in this comfort, in this ease, in this playfulness, in this oneness, having likeness going on around you. Okay? So let me look at what's going on here. Okay. They're talking about a cottony cord. A cottony cord. That's an earth cord. It's definitely a white cord is what I see happening. But cotton doesn't indicate light. Well, it indicates light, like breathable. Okay, no wonder. And it makes it easy for you to breathe. Your confidence in yourself, your confidence in your decision making, your confidence in that facilitates your confidence in yourself. It facilitates that shift into the knowing of oneself. Know thyself is the commandment that we have. And then you're able to walk in self-assurance. Self-assurance is you don't even have to keep checking in with your mind, because you are now in your truth. You are in your amness. You're operating. You're behind your own wheel in conjunction with yourself, with your machine, with your mind, and the way you travel and the way you see things and the way you experience it. That then you can land on any new environment and take it in, be able to go out and navigate freely and return back to that same stability to take it and to go and to process it. Now with that, the Fool came in next. Remember how I said it could be like digressing, it's regressing through time, taking you back to the beginning. Oh, I can feel it, just like an air channel. Wow. This is you. But you're out of the cosmic egg. You're laying on top of it. For some of you, that's right now, because this is transitioning between an eggplant and a gourd. Summer squash, okay? They're gourd, like when you let them sit out there to become winter squash, right? That's when it forms that hard exterior. So we're talking like in the autumn, pumpkin time, that type of thing, harvest season, all this going about. That the mystery, the intelligence, the depth of the death, all of that come together in one place. That none are seen to be here or there, or here or there, or here or there, being worked, moving you, shifting you all about, creating those storms and this loss. It has to do, you're born in here. I mean, you're at peace with whatever you grow up around, right? And you've been through all of these experiences, and now you're brought back to this newness, this freshness, this purity of heart. Well, then that opens up this. Look at those roots. Look at that stability. Talk about being established in your own environment. This is the root of your tree of life. And it's abundant in love. It's abundant in order. Like order from chaos, meaning like when you learn how to solve puzzles, when you learn how to play mind games, not with others, like those actual mind games, like the little triangle at Cracker Barrel where you have to jump it around and only have one peg left, that type of thing, the workings of your own mind, to work it and play it in a mundane field, meaning that you're not going to lose anything by not getting, every peg out down to the one, right? But you get to play with it and try again, because there won't be any genuine loss. You're able to dance with the energies of your mind and to enjoy how your mind works, to enjoy how you work, to have the pleasure of knowing yourself. Now that's a lot to say, y'all. That is a lot to say, and there's a card waiting to be seen over here, and it's by the book. Everybody's been getting by the book, by the book. You would think I did not shuffle this deck. It has been shuffled so many times. But it isn't playing by the rules. It keeps showing up all week as B-U-Y, buy the book. And if you're buying the book, that means you become the star, the author. Because that's the thing. We can enjoy the stories and the characters, but the star of every book is the author. We get to see their mind. Remember talking about these mindsets, the mind games? Remember not playing it on others. He's like, that's right. You better know. Be loyal. He's still giving me the eye. Like, I got my eye on you. Butterflies don't have backpacks. So tonight, carry that baggage. You can have this whole new formation of it, this whole new experience, this whole new perspective by being the star of your life. Okay. That's the perfect mirror. It's ending with the magic mirror, is what they're saying. So let's leave it there. To be continued. ... All right, Leo. We'll talk again soon. Bye.